Welcome back, Lifers. It's your fam, Natalie
and Nicole,
and today is Motivational Monday.
Look at the color of my nails. It looks so good on camera.
It's still the same, but they still look good though.
They do still look good.
I need to cut them down.
I didn't actually have to get mine done because they still look good, but I was like, you know what, no. And yeah, I got mine cut down too. I really like this length.
Yeah, because I saw Michelle look at my nails and she was like, oh, and I was like, that's such a cute color. And I was like,
you knew what she was thinking, something else.
I was like, thank you.
She was thinking something else, but it's
they grow so fast.
They do, because I had just recently cut mine down.
Look how long these are.
The previous week.
They grow so
2 weeks.
fast.
And then she asked me again. I was like, yeah, I need to. I noticed when I was typing. But anyway, how y'all doing?
Hey y'all, how you doing? How you
It's
doing?
raining.
Yes, it's raining. I'm cramping.
I, on the other hand, am not cramping. That was me last week. But
this one just came. It's got small cramps, but it's I don't want to eat anything.
It does it to you.
Oh,
yeah. I know. But you gotta eat something.
Because I took my pills. Y'all see me and Nicole twinning. Nicole and I, we're twinning. Let me tell y'all real quick how this happened. Cole called me and she like, oh, what are we doing? Or you gotta do this, you gotta wash clothes, gotta do laundry. Are we gonna record? I'm hungry. And all that, me too. And so she's like, what are you wearing? I was like, what I got on right here. And so she said, why am I wearing the same thing? I was gonna wear it. Wear it. It's fine. Sometimes it happens. Who bought us these? Mama?
Yeah, Mama did. And
they comfortable too.
And they
got pockets. Okay, that's one thing they have. They got pockets. It's a dress with pockets. Y'all don't understand. Pockets. Like I got my hands in my pockets right now. Look at this. They can't see down below, so.
Girl, put that down. It's rated PG-13. Oh my gosh.
It's ready to eat for everyone.
Oh,
not me. Saying me.
Y'all heard it here first. News 2 coming live. We are not affiliated with News 2.
It's a lot of News 2s out here.
We ain't affiliated with it.
Oh my God. Anyways, how was y'all weekend? You know, like I said, it's raining today. It rained a little bit yesterday.
Not that much though.
Yesterday, Saturday, I was just feeling good too, because like I said, my monthly is on. It's just
yesterday I gave my I don't have an umbrella because I gave my umbrella to the homeless man in Roses, and when I opened the door it was pouring down. I don't have one, but I see Natalie has a very large one that 2 of us can fit up on it, so we will be bringing that one with us. Is that your umbrella?
yes.
Okay, we will be using it.
We're not taking my car.
So we can take my car. What does it have to do with using the umbrella?
Both of us gonna use the umbrella. We're in 2 different cars.
Oh, you're not taking. You just say you're not taking your car.
I am taking my car, but you're not. You say you're not taking my car. You say you're gonna drive your car. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, now I do. But the way you worded it before, that was incorrect. But yeah, I am tired. I've been on my days off. I still find myself at work.
Need to find some work-life balance.
Well, it's the first week. It's just so much stuff has happened.
I understand.
And after this, I am certain that after this meeting that we have on Wednesday, that now we will be we'll be on one accord.
Absolutely.
Because I should not have to come in on my day off.
Absolutely.
And missing appointments and all that stuff. I understand things happen, but no. And we'll talk about my appointment on Wellness Wednesday. A little update.
I'm about to say something. Oh yeah, I start school on Tuesday.
And I started school June 24th, and I got my grades back. I have an A so far.
Yeah, start school on Tuesday. So today is, I'm gonna have my desk set up, but today is really just because I have appointments tomorrow. I have a therapy appointment. I gotta get these done. But anyways, today is really a reset day for me. Reset, like get my house clean, and then get my stuff set up for school. And I'm gonna take my tour today, and that's it.
Yeah, we elevate and we're doing better.
Yes, we are.
And that ties into what we want to talk about, being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Being consistent. Let me read about how the definition of consistency.
Go ahead, sis.
It's conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, or fairness. So, to me, being consistent is being fair across the board in my life. If I can put my job first, I can put my life first. I mean, if I put 100% into my job, I can put 100% into my life, into my family, into my friends, into my dreams that are supposed to become reality. That's what it means to me. What does consistency mean to you?
Consistency, same thing, but with me, it's just that when I think of consistency, I also have to think of accountability, because to me they go hand in hand. You know, like holding yourself accountable, as well as holding others accountable. I think that that's what's consistent, because if you have to be fair across the board, you have to hold people accountable, including yourself. Absolutely. Like Nicole said, you give 100% at work. You show up to work. You show up and you do the job that you're getting paid for, and your payment in your life is you having continuing life.
Yes.
You know, and so how are you not showing up for yourself, basically? Like as far as whatever lifestyle journey you're taking to get your health in order, if you're not showing up for that, the only thing that your payment is your payment is going to be you not getting paid, which is going to be your decline in health.
Absolutely.
And that includes your mental health, emotion. It includes all of that. So yes, I believe in consistency, like you said, showing fairness and just holding people accountable, especially yourself, because sometimes like I was telling Nicole, I was like I don't know, Friday, maybe it's Friday or Saturday, Friday maybe, where I wanted to do the keto, and I said, okay, I'm going to start, but I was like, I don't know what happened. I went and got something to eat that Friday, and I was like, I'm just going to start Saturday. That's going to be my first day starting. And I regretted getting this food that I ate, because I was sick that Friday night. Like, I was fine eating the food, but it's like around 12 o'clock, and then I had to be working at Saturday at 7. I was
sleep,
throwing up and on the toilet. It was coming both ends, and I was just like, okay, you know what? I owe it to myself to be the best version of myself.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm doing now. We'll talk about that on Wellness Wednesday.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, just to give a brief overview, like, you owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. Not for your child, not for your husband, not for your job, but legit for yourself. Because I think that we're so focused on being so strong for everyone else. Oh, I have to be strong because I don't want my child to see me weak. No longer should you do that, because you really have to show for yourself. It's not your child seeing you weak, it's your child seeing and realizing that, okay, my parent is human. They
work through any adversity that came
you're
up.
hiding from them the trials and tribulations, when you don't realize that this is just like it's molding you, it would help mold them as well. Because they see, they don't, when you hide and stuff like that, they just think like, oh, a solution came right there. They don't see the steps that you had to take to get to said solution. And they don't see the consistency that you've had to do. Like, you maybe you had an addiction, and I'm not talking about drugs. An addiction can be a lot of forms: food, money, online shop. Maybe you had an addiction somewhere, and you realized that, okay, well, it is truly being detrimental to my money woes. Okay, this is why I don't have the extra money to do things. This is why I'm always late on bills, because I have an addiction, and I'm not properly budgeting. I'm not being consistent with my money. So your child, instead of you just showing them, letting them see that, and you teaching them, you automatically hide stuff from them, and they automatically think a solution just dropped out of thin air.
Or that they believe that mommy and daddy have it like that. And
right.
the fact that you don't have it like that. And now, they don't have a sense of financial responsibility.
I really do think that would be a great way to show them. Like for real though. I wish, as you get older, you wish the things you could have done, you know, but past is past. We're focusing on the future. But yeah, anyways, yeah.
I think that with right now, with everything that we're doing in our lives, because it isn't just working. Like Natalie said, she's about to start school, so that's adding on another task, another responsibility. Plus, you know, she has her work. She has a personal life. We have the YouTube channel, and we have to budget in. We have to figure out a time when we have to do everything. For me, even though I'd be so tired coming home from work, I'd be like, Nicole, you have to give at least 2 hours. And so what I start doing is to make sure that I'm consistent with my work, my schoolwork, and turn in stuff on time. Because number one, I don't like being late to things, and I don't like turning in assignments late. Now that I'm older, back then when I was younger, I didn't care about that, but now I understand, okay? I understand. Because a teacher has a responsibility too. And if a teacher has to grade all these late assignments, it's not going to work. They have to be fair and consistent across the board as well. So what I do now is 2 hours. I get off work at 3. Natalie's still at work sometimes, Tuesday through Saturday, and then my husband's still at work at 5:30. So what I do is I put my phone on do not disturb for 2 hours. By 5 o'clock, I should be good to go. About 5:30, because I get home probably about 3:15. So 5:30, I should be, you know, I done studied, I done worked on my paper, whatever the case may be, and then now 5:30, I can, you know, do any house chores I need to do. Hopefully I don't have to, but if I could definitely start dinner, you know, if I've already planned along what my dinner's going to be the night before, then I done prepped it, you know, that would be the smart choice for me to do. Don't know if I've done it, but that would be smart.
Okay, it sounds good,
okay, it does.
Now that you think about it, you're like,
smart.
Yeah.
And then so all I gotta do is, you know, either pop it in the air fryer. The air fryer is my friend. Pop it in the air fryer or stir fry some veggies, whatever. And so I done got I done accomplished my work stuff, accomplished my school stuff, and now I'm finishing up my day accomplishing my home stuff. And then, you know, after that, dinner shouldn't take long to cook. I can chill and relax till it's time for me to go to bed about 9:30.
So my thing is, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna ask you a question. So because my schedule is typically 7:30, you know, I guess it's me just thinking about it, listening to you talk about that. I need to find time. It's like, that's why I guess it's kind of, I feel like it's overwhelming, and I'm trying not to let it get overwhelming. Because okay, I get off at 7:30, I get home probably about like 7:45. If I do schoolwork for 2 hours, I'm not getting to bed by 12 o'clock.
Yeah, but you don't have to be at work again at 10.
Yeah, sometimes 9.
So your day ends a whole lot later than my day ends.
And that's
which
what,
means that you have the opportunity to go to bed a little bit later.
Lord knows, and I be tired, Jesus. It depends on how. I mean, I'm just gonna have to make some sacrifices. Hold on, I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices, but I don't want it to be detrimental to my health.
Yeah.
Because I already know, like, me not sleeping is already a big issue.
So what?
And then,
sorry.
go ahead.
What's the latest you can go to sleep but still get your full 8 hours?
8 hours of sleep. What is that? I really don't need 8 hours. We should.
Okay, well,
We should. I need at least 6, 7.
Okay, 6, 7. What's the latest you can go to sleep?
Yeah, 12. 12 is still good for me.
What time you wake up? You wake up at 6 in the morning. You go to bed at 12.
No, it depends. I'll go right back to sleep.
Okay, so let's just say 12 o'clock, because you could wake up and do, even if you want to wake up at 7, you know, I told you that 15 minutes of
stretching.
Yeah. So 12 o'clock would be your absolutely cut off time. So you have until 7:45 to 12 o'clock to do 2 hours of schoolwork. To be honest,
Only what?
if as far as eating goes, Can they cook?
No, yeah, they can cook.
Okay,
but I'm not. The thing is, like, I'm not worried, and it doesn't. I don't want to say it like this, and I'm not worried about them eating.
Yeah.
You know, they can cook for themselves.
Right.
It's just like me. So what I'm thinking is that meal prepping is going to be the best for me. Seriously, it's going to be the best for me because if I'm just able to get off, pop something in the air fryer, pop something in the microwave, go ahead and heat it up. I really notice now that, like, today, just right now, that prepping is going to be something that's going to have to work for me, like meal prepping, because I'm generally not going to have time to sit there and cook, like, except on, I will say on Saturdays I get off early, you know, so my meal prepping can be on either Sundays or Mondays, because those are my 2 off days. But Mondays I typically have appointments, but it's still fine. It's still enough time. You know what I'm saying? So probably Mondays. I know it's not no problem. Mondays will be my meal prep day. Because what I was going to ask you is, so when do you find time for yourself? Because I have to starting, like, since I've been going to therapy, it's the whole, you have to find some time for yourself. Like, just doing 2 hours of something that you want to do.
I told you what I do.
What?
I told you, I for me, and it only works for me. I break my stuff up into increments.
Oh yeah. You talking about like cleaning all that?
Cleaning and doing something I love to do, and then if I have,
look, I'm not talking about cleaning.
No, I'm saying, but if I have to do that, then I break my stuff up.
Yeah, I know you did, but we're not talking about cleaning. We're talking about Nicole stuff.
Like
what time do you have to do something like strictly like just no one else is bothering you, not Jody, not no phone calls, not Kai, because Kai will bother you too. Just strictly what day? Look, I'm pretty sure it will be a Sunday probably.
No,
or a Saturday or whatever. Just
it typically would be. Now it would be a Saturday for me, because
it only have to be 2 hours. Just something that it may be an hour, but because you deserve like no less than an hour. Just something that you want to do.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I really take that time every day. I go in that other room. I close that door. Soon as Kai try to nudge his nose in there, I'm like, no Kai. I'm in there. If I am typically reading, I sit in that chair. I either read.
Look at your beanbag chair.
I know. I want one. Big one. I want one.
Yeah, me too. Without Kai.
Yeah, because he will. I typically read a good book, or listen to a good book, or read the Bible, or even if I'm surfing on Facebook, TikTok, or whatever I'm doing for that hour, it is strictly my time. I choose to do whatever I want to do. There is no, I'm already, you know what, just the last 2 weeks, what I've been doing was, I read my scripture, I pray, right? And then I'm actually in that room, I'm praying in that room because I'm on my knees. And I'm able to get on my knees without it hurting. So I'm on my knees, I'm saying my prayer, however long it takes me, I don't know. And then after that, I put on a song and I press repeat. A song that I know is going, you know what I'm saying, gonna keep me motivated, keep me uplifted, keep my spirits high. I put that song on and I put on repeat. That's when I do my 15 minutes of stretching. And however long that song is, say if it's a 4-minute song, I let it play 5 times because that's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just do my stretching, and after that, I feel good. And after that, I cut my music off. I always end my stretching with "Thank you, Lord," and then I'll read and do whatever. And to me, even though I'm not sitting down moving, to me, I'm getting myself prepared for the next day. I'm picking out my work clothes, because I cannot stand searching for my work stuff. Okay, because sometimes my body's getting adjusted to this 5 a.m. schedule. So now I have to pick out my work clothes, make sure I got and it's crazy, I got to make sure I got my socks and my shoes.
Girl, yeah,
make sure my shoes are right there.
Sure.
Make sure that my purse is on my desk.
It's blinking.
Oh, make sure my purse is on my chest. I'm on my desk.
Your chest?
I'm on my desk.
I know.
But that's what I do.
Okay.
To be consistent.
So I'm going to have to find me consistency. So the next Monday video, even if I just take 10 minutes out just to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all my consistency schedule. And I'm not consistency schedule. I'm going to show you my schedule of what I have, so that way I'm able to something.
Yeah, do that. Hope it was in the Bible.
So that way I'm able to just truly. I'm going to show y'all, basically. I know, right? I'm going to show y'all what I have, okay? So what do y'all do to be consistent?
I don't know why that's blinking.
Okay.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, this video is about to die. So that's why we got to hurry up. We can do a part 2 if we need to for this video. I was really enjoying the conversation.
Me too.
This battery, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to figure that out. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already.
Hit your notification bell right there.
And we love y'all, and we don't know, have you been kind to yourself? How are you? And
how's your mental?
there you go. We love y'all. We see y'all Wellness Wednesday.
Yes.